My hands were trembling as I held my wife, Sarah's hand, in the brightly lit doctor's office. We were about to see our baby for the first time. For 5 years, we'd been the perfect couple, or so I thought. We were high school sweethearts, and this baby was the beautiful next chapter we had always dreamed of. I was already picking out names, imagining tiny hands wrapped around my finger. I was ready to be a father, ready to love this child with every fiber of my being. The doctor, a kind-faced man named Dr. Evans, smiled as he applied the cool gel to Sarah's belly. The screen flickered to life, showing a grainy, black-and-white image. There it was, our baby. Our baby. A wave of pure joy washed over me, and I squeezed Sarah's hand, tears welling in my eyes. I looked at her, expecting to see the same happiness, but her face was pale, her smile strained. I brushed it off as nerves. Dr. Evans pointed to the screen, explaining the different parts of our baby's tiny body. Then, paused. He looked at the screen, then at his charts, then back at the screen. A small frown creased his forehead. He asked his nurse to double-check something, his voice low and serious. The air in the room suddenly felt heavy. My heart started to pound in my chest. What was wrong? Was the baby okay? Dr. Evans turned to us. Mr. and Mrs. Johnson, he started, his voice gentle but firm. I need to ask a few questions. He confirmed the date of Sarah's last period and the timeline we had given him. He then looked directly at me. Mr. Johnson, you mentioned you were on a business trip for 2 weeks at the beginning of May. I nodded, confused. Yes, that's right. I was overseas. A heavy silence filled the room. Dr. Evans took a deep breath. Based on the fetus's size and development, conception would have occurred during that specific 2-week period. The words hit me like a physical blow. I couldn't breathe. I looked from the doctor's sympathetic face to Sarah, who was now openly crying, refusing to meet my eyes. The world around me started to spin. The baby ... my baby ... wasn't mine. The happy dream we were living in shattered into a million pieces. The doctor saw the devastation on my face. He quietly said, Mr. Johnson, maybe we should step outside. He led me into the hallway, leaving Sarah sobbing in the room. He put a hand on my shoulder. Son, he said, his voice full of pity. I've seen this before. It's a terrible situation. My advice, you need to think long and hard about your next steps. For your own well-being. He didn't say the word divorce, but the implication was clear. He was telling me to save myself. I stumbled out of that clinic in a daze. The world felt muted, unreal. The future I had so lovingly built in my mind had been a lie. Every shared laugh, every promise, every I love you felt tainted. I walked and walked, with no destination in mind. My phone buzzed endlessly with calls and texts from Sarah, but I couldn't look at it. Each buzz was a painful reminder of her betrayal. I thought about the nursery we were painting, the tiny clothes we had bought. It was all a mirage. That day, I never went back home. I left everything behind the house, the memories, the woman I thought I knew. It was the hardest decision of my life, but in that moment of absolute heartbreak, I knew I had to choose myself. I had to start over, piece by painful piece.